Am I crazy for wanting to sell the house we refinanced down to 2.5? Hi everyone. Looking for some less biased advice. I bought my current home in 2015 for $280K. Minimum down but refinanced out of PMI to 2.5. I now pay $1,600 a month all in. I got a better job about 2 hours north, same state. We're under contract for a new house at $450,000 for 6. My old house is likely worth around $450, $500K, perhaps a little more. If I sold it today I would walk away with about $200,000. I could dump that into my new mortgage or my investment account. I also met with a property manager who thinks I can rent it out for $3,100. He charges tenant would supposedly take care of everything. I've never been a landlord before but am willing to try. I'm worried about the capital gains tax hit if I don't sell now. The house has appreciated significantly and I would subsequently owe 18 on at least $200,000. My income tax rate for rent is about 28. I don't know how much more this place could possibly appreciate, seems like it's way overvalued right now and I would need to rent it for decades to make up for taxes, plus it's older and would eventually need maintenance. Should I take the money and run or try out being a long-distance landlord? Summary. House worth $450, $500K. Paid $280,000. Mortgage is $1,600. Possible rental for $3,100. 10. Cash out versus hold, rent, and pay capital gains. Thanks. PM taking care of everything sounds amazing. Where can I find that? You need to vet them and vet them well. A bad PM can ruin you. You need to learn more before making a decision, but for a single house why not self-manage and just focus on getting a single good tenant? If you're looking for less biased advice, you probably shouldn't ask a real estate investing subreddit. I mean, check the PM's references and current clients, but a good PM is the key to successful real estate investing. If you're still making a profit on an appreciating asset, there's no reason to sell it unless you needed the money for your new place. This is a good opportunity to become a landlord. However, if taking on a second job of being a landlord is not something you were otherwise interested in, you shouldn't do it just because the money is right. Would you take up the opportunity to get free training as a tugboat captain with guaranteed placement in a well-paying boat once you get certified? I'm in a very similar position. It's a tough decision to make. Ultimately either way is advantageous. I have such hard time selling a property with a 2.5 loan. That simply will not happen again anytime soon. I'm leaning towards keeping it. At $3,100 a month, let's say your take-home is about $14,000 a year. You are going to give up $14,000 a year because you're scared of an $18,000 tax bill if you don't like being a landlord. Even if you think your property won't appreciate, rents will likely go up. Yes, you are crazy for selling. Hold. Keep as a rental. Your future self will thank you. You 100 need to keep your current house as a rental. Sell. You have no desire to be a landlord and think the house is already overvalued. This is an easy decision, don't overthink it and go with what gives you peace of mind. Sell. It'd take you 10-20 years to cash flow $200K profit with that house. $1 today is also worth more than $1 tomorrow. Again, do you want $200K today or $200K in maybe 10-20 years while paying down the mortgage on a property you really don't care for? This is a very easy decision. Man, I am almost in the exact same spot. Bought in 2019 for $450K with 3.5 down, refinanced to get rid of PMI in 2021 at a 2.3, today the house is worth $700K. I'm planning on upgrading houses in the next few years within an hour away though, and am more than comfortable being a landlord as I've helped my family manage theirs. The main question here is, Do you want to be a landlord? Financially, this is a no-brainer for what it's worth. Keep the house. Get referrals for the PM. I have 2 properties in a state on the West Coast and I live on the East Coast. I never even think about them because my PM is so good. I'd keep that all day and divide the cash flow between a maintenance account for the home and my brokerage account. If you truly want to sell it, send it my way and let's work out a deal where I take over your 2.5 payments and buy out your equity. Keep it and rent it. I rent out a condo I used to live in. It's pretty easy tbh. I am not sure most single unit owners need a PM. You won't end up making any money. Good question. I'm in the same boat. I don't agree with everyone telling you not to use a PM. I use a PM and to me they are well worth it to me. He has a roster of vendors and contractors that do good work for a reasonable price, and that can be hard to get around here. I had a tenant that was very nitpicky and she was blowing up his phone, not mine. I work full-time and I don't really want to have a second job as a landlord, so I really don't mind paying for the help. I manage my own rental remotely from the other side of the country, and so far, it's the easiest thing in the world. I have a friend that works in real estate with his own rentals that lives up the street from it, and I Venmo him $100 anytime he picks up his phone to do something for me, but I've only ever had to call him 3 or 4 times for menial stuff like the final walkthrough, picking up dropping off keys, or opening the door for cleaners to come through between tenants. I can coordinate hiring contractors, screening tenants, advertising the rental myself. Do nothing is what I suggest. Just sit on everything until you're ready to make a decision. Your first move might be just buying the one you're under contract for. I would be overwhelmed trying to make a decision in your case. I have to make same decision. I am thinking of just selling BC of the tax-free capital gains. I have about $200K in equity as well. My house is old too. That tax-free money can be used to pay down my next mortgage, which will have a lot bigger interest rate. Sell it all by hook as weed. I'm a reluctant landlord that lives half a world away from my house. Similar circumstances. Low interest rate, mortgages significantly less than the rent paid, have a PM. So far it's worked out well for us. You literally couldn't pay me to manage my properties. A good property manager is worth their weight in gold to keep my time available to be spent making money elsewhere. Do the math, you make extra $1,500 from old house if you rent it, you can put that toward new mortgage. Try it out for a year or 2. You'll still be exempt from capital gains for 3 more years. Hopefully you don't get stuck with a tenant who doesn't pay and you're not left paying 2 mortgages, one with large interest rates. There's an affordable housing crisis going on, but sure, try your luck out at being a landlord. Dump it and put the money to work elsewhere. Too many people hoarding houses. You got good use and can make decent profit. Don't let greed cloud your judgment. Sell your house. Realtor, PM and investor here. Absentee ownership is automatically difficult, it's not in your wheelhouse yet, and you are letting the tail wag the proverbial dog. Sell your home, take that cash and reinvest in a rental closer to your new home. No cap gains on selling your primary is a gift. Use it. No way I'd sell this house. Great cash flow, low interest rate, high appreciation. I'd be keeping this one for a long time. Finding a solid property manager will make the whole process a breeze. How old are you? I'd take the tax-free $200K and put it in index funds and let that start compounding. If you are young, you can be pretty set for retirement. Sell it and do not look back.